Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
My name is Happy Gilmore. I haven't swung a club in years.
You know what you gotta do.
Grip it and rip it.
Or... Oh, now that is some Happy Gilmore.
Everyone is talking about the comeback kid, Happy Gilmore.
Happening.
Yeah, baby.
Happy Gilmore 2, only on Netflix July 25th. Rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13.
After Zoomies at the dog park, it's time for Drive Up at Target. In goes a big bag of kibble and one squeaky chicken toy for the good boy. Drive Up that's ready when you are, only in the Target app. Just tap Target.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Sports are all about teamwork, and so is insurance. Whether you need an in-person or digital assist, State Farm is there to help you choose the right coverage for your home, car, and more. Get a game plan that helps fit your life and talk to State Farm today. State Farm with the assist. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability and eligibility vary by state.
The McDonald's Snack Wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch Snack Wrap. Spicy Snack Wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack Wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Eagles get set to defend their title by opening practice for the first time today. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is. Cover news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Eagles Pinpoint Podcast Network. I'm Phil Stifle, your host. You can also find me hosting Trending in the AM Monday through Friday on the STT Sports Network. Today's episode, linked below. You're going to want to check it out. Would greatly appreciate you checking it out and subscribing and bringing your opinions on all the topics I talk about today, plus anything else going on in Philadelphia sports. Guys, today's the start of training camp. And you know, on Tuesday, Howie Roseman wasted no time doing what he does best, and that is making adjustments to the roster, bringing in 2 new players and cutting 2 already. You know, this is just Howie Roseman. He finagles the fringe part of the roster constantly to make sure as many guys get opportunities as possible. The 2 moves that he did, first and foremost, he brought in Jacob Sykes, defensive tackle, played this past year with the UFL San Antonio Brahmas. Is that how you say it? Brahmas? Brahman? Whatever. 6'3", 282, defensive tackle in the 9 games in the UFL this year. He had 19 tackles, 2 sacks. He also spent time in Seattle back when our defensive tackles coach, Clint Hurt, was there. There's actually 15 guys now from this past UFL season that are in training camp with NFL teams this year, which is good. It's kind of what the UFL should be, kind of like a feeding ground for young guys in the NFL. So it'll be interesting to see. It's the kind of guy to keep an eye out for that would potentially make the practice squad for the Eagles after the season if they like what they see there. The other one, now I know I'm going to butcher this guy's name. We're going to try our best here. 30-year-old vet, Ogbo Okoronkwo. Ogbo Okoronkwo. Man, I'm terrible with names. We'll just call him Double O. Okay, Double O. Spent time. He's a Oklahoma product. 6'2" defensive end. Spent time in the NFL with the Rams, Houston, and Cleveland. He's been in the NFL for 6 years. He had 5 sacks with Houston in 2022. Had about 7.5 sacks the last 2 years with Cleveland. So a guy that maybe could push Josh Uche or APR, Antoine Powell-Ryland, out of that last roster spot. That's a camp body mostly, and maybe he's got something left in the tank. We don't have many older vets on this defense. He's, I believe, now already the oldest guy, overtaking Adoree Jackson as the oldest guy on the defense. The 2 guys waived, KJ Henry, defensive end, and for the 47.2 time, Lou Nichols, the running backs, waived. I expect Lou Nichols to be back on this team and cut on this team and back on this team and cut on this team another dozen times throughout training camp. He probably didn't even pack up his locker. He just knows it was time. So there are 2 names that were added, 2 names subtracted. to the Eagles roster. Practice is today. We know the first 4 practices. They're going to practice Wednesday and Thursday. They're going to take off Friday. Saturday will be a practice. Sunday will be a day off, and Monday. So over the next 6 days, they will have 4 practices, 2 rest days. And, we'll make sure we'll do a practice recap every day, including Sunday after the Saturday practice here. Couple other things I want to talk about. Camp storylines. We've talked a lot about Sidney Brown or Drew Makuba, who will be the starting safety opposite of Reed Blankenship. I was listening to Dibes and Ryan, on this Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network, and I asked them the question, who their favorite is to start opposite of Reed Blankenship. And Dibes brought up neither being the guy to start opposite of Reed Blankenship, or at least that Sidney Brown wasn't the one competing with rookie Drew Makuba for that spot, but Tristan McCollum. So I thought that was very interesting. Tristan McCollum was the guy, not Sidney Brown last year, filling in when players were injured in that starting role. He's a guy that Vic Fangio definitely has confidence in. So is Tristan McCollum a long shot, not just to make the roster? He's going to make the roster, I think. But is he a long shot to maybe be the starter if Drew Makuba doesn't get up to snuff? I still think Drew Makuba is the starter day one. But just something that I thought was very interesting. Another name I think we keep forgetting about as we get into training camp here. We keep talking about Keely Ringo being the starting cornerback, taking over for Darius Slay on the outside. But they drafted in the 5th round, pick 145 overall, Mac McWilliams. And is he a candidate if Keely Ringo, not a Dory Jackson, maybe Dory Jackson plays that Isaiah Rodgers fill-in role when guys get injured or need blows off the field, is Mac McWilliams the guy if Keely Ringo cannot start or be a starter for the Eagles? Maybe you slide Cooper DeJean to the outside, Mac McWilliams plays the slot, or you keep Coop in the slot and Mac McWilliams on the outside. It's just something that I thought was interesting, something that I thought was something that we haven't talked about yet. What will or what could be Mac McWilliams' role on this Eagles defense? It's tough to be a starting cornerback and a rookie in a Vic Fangio system, learning all the different schemes he wants you to play. But it's something to keep an eye on, something to monitor in the first couple weeks of camp and when the first preseason game gets here August 7th. A couple other quick hitters here. Kayvon Wallace, former Eagles safety, signed with the New York Giants, and Jamal Adams just signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. 2 safeties off the board that were out there. I know we have questions about depth at safety. Those 2 are off the board. Still on the board is Justin Simmons. We're going to wait and see. I don't think the Eagles will be adding any bigger names, guys like O or Sykes. They're guys that are fringe guys that will keep getting added, but the big games guys won't. Also, another safety from the Saints, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, called it a career at 33 years old after 12 seasons, 4-time All-Pro, played with the Saints most recently, also Kansas City and Houston. Guy that was often linked to be added to the Eagles at times throughout his career. And I just ask you a question here. Is the Honey Badger a Hall of Famer? I think his numbers are a lot closer to yes than people realize. He probably won't get in, or at least won't get in right away, but he's a really close call to being a Hall of Famer in the NFL. So anyway, practice starts today, Wednesday. We will have a full recap of practice and everything that comes out of it on tomorrow's episode. Guys, I'm excited. Football's back. Go Birds, and bubbles up.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there's one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong. Because right now, you can save big on their most popular models, including SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid, and the all-electric Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com. Offers end September 2nd, 2025.